morning, folks, and welcome to OVW Overdrive, the show that always kicks out at 2. And I'm going to play you a song this morning to kick things off.
You seem pretty excited about this.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't be more excited. It's a song. I wrote the song. I wrote it for you guys. I've kind of wrote it for you. And you're going to like it. Check it out. All right. A 1, a 2, a 3. Oh, welcome to Overdrive. Sit back and enjoy the ride. It's the show that always kicks out at 2. So let's go rings out with Mambies and Bruce. Come on, Bruce, Bruce. I let your moose loose. He ate your goose, goose. I'm sorry, Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. I should probably tell Bruce about that. That was my subtle way of trying. I'm sorry about the moose and the goose, Bruce. You've probably been wondering where that goose went. You know, but we got a match. We got a match. We need to throw. We'll worry about that. Let's go ringside right now for Damone the Nephilim Solavino versus Mr. Marvelous in a match. Open up this episode of Overdrive.
No. We're done.
I got more moose confessions. I have to do this.
You get your one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to the ring, he is the Nephilim, Damone Solavino.
The Nephilim fell from heaven, or so he says. Damone Solavino, complete with wings. And there you see the smoke spewing from his nose and his mouth. Look at the build on this man. He can fly, but man, he can also ground and pound. But he's going to be facing a man who can ground and pound. There you see the Nephilim. Here on Overdrive, Bruce Snutter, your friendly neighborhood Snutter man, along with the good doctor Ted McNailer, who's getting ready to introduce the Nephilim's opponent.
And his opponent, Mr. Marvelous, Melvin Maximus.
We haven't seen Mr. Marvelous, Melvin Maximus, in quite a while, but there he is. Always seems to have a new and exotic robe, and today is no occasion. Mr. Marvelous, resplendent in pink. And I was going to say, he always seems to have a new robe there, Doc, and wearing pink.
I don't know, who has more feathers, Mr. Marvelous or Damone Solavino?
Well, I think between the two of them, they'd have enough to make quite a few wings. The Nephilim, of course, claiming that he fell from, well, you know. And Mr. Thank you. And Mr. Marvelous, usually where you see him is his best lady far behind.
Don't worry, we always know Mr. Marvelous always has to have the most marvelous introduction of Miss Marvelous. She certainly hasn't been acting her marvelous self as of late, though, Bruce. We've noticed some strange happenings with Miss Marvelous ever since Amon took her under his spell.
Dating all the way back to Amon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, allow me to introduce to you the absolutely most beautiful, most powerful.
She is powerful.
The queen of queens, the goddess among goddesses. Put your hands together for the one, the only, the lovely Miss Marvelous.
And there you go, Miss Marvelous, and we're going to see how she acts. Like you said, she's been a little off her personality of late.
She's been a little bit more spastic. Maybe that's a good word for it. It's just
aggressive.
Look, I mean, she's just so elegant and just she takes her time, waltzing to the ring. And now look, she's just very flamboyant, which is not her MO.
No, and it makes you wonder if it all comes back to the whole incident she had with, there you go, with Amon.
She's, I guess a nice way to put it is she's a little bit extra.
Okay, look at her.
Maybe a lot of bit extra.
There she goes in the ring, and she's very powerful. And she's looking at her man. Oh, and shaking her head.
Is that the whip or the nene, Bruce?
It's a little bit of both.
All right.
Oh, a hard slap to Mr. Marvelous. And
he went to go parade her around the ring like he usually does. And And notice they aren't matching either, Bruce.
Yeah.
Usually they have matching outfits. She's wearing all black.
I was just going to say that. Very observant indeed. Looks like she's enjoying Mr. Marvelous's outfit, and he's a little perplexed by it. She just took the Marvelous classes.
So Miss Marvelous normally is trying to accentuate the spotlight on the Mr. Marvelous, but it seems like lately she's trying to take the spotlight for herself.
Well,
Very weird.
it certainly appears that way. And Mr. Marvelous says, okay, you can leave the ring now, and she just does a woo.
Hopefully Mr. Marvelous isn't too distracted by the antics of Miss Marvelous, because he's got a great opponent here in Damone Solavino, who's looking to climb his way up the OVW ladder.
And speaking of looking, he was looking at Mr. Marvelous quizzically, like, what in the world is going on? And these two behemoths, like two Mack trucks crashing in the center of the ring again. No one giving an inch or taking an inch.
Well, Mr. Marvelous certainly has the size advantage here, despite the momentum that Damone's trying to pick up by hitting the ropes.
Mr. Marvelous does.
He's challenging Mr. Marvelous to hit the ropes. Oh, that's a good idea, Damone. Oh, trying for the hip toss there, tried to trick him.
And Mr. Marvelous, one step ahead.
Try reverses to a hip toss of his own, followed by a clothesline.
And if you can see in the background,
Scoop slam.
Miss Marvelous is simply agog.
She's going cray-cray. And I'm not talking about Ray Cray, I'm talking about real crazy.
Maybe it's her new thing in 2020. Meanwhile, the Nephilim now with the advantage. Oh, and an uppercut.
That's right, he's able to get out of the way.
Can break a nose if you're not careful.
So nice European uppercut. And Damone Solavino. And notice he's trying to keep the momentum going, trying to shoot off Mr. Marvelous here.
Have you been to Europe? Have you seen uppercuts like that?
It's true. They throw them exactly like that, Bruce.
Oh, okay. I haven't been to Europe. I'll take your word for it. And kind of a inverted atomic knee drop.
That's
and
right. The referee's
Miss Marvelous
discretion.
isn't going to be too happy about that, because Mr. Marvelous, the Marvelous one, well, let's just say he might be singing an octave higher right now.
Looks like Damone is going to fly here, going for a high risk, high reward.
But
if he can hit it.
That is what he does. And he decides
Change
otherwise.
his mind. He saw Melvin was still stirring. It was not the right time. Smart, changing his mind there. Had Damone gone up to that top rope, I think it would have been very likely that he would not have hit whatever he had in mind.
And that's the thing about wrestling. It's so fluid, isn't it?
Now's the time.
All right, so he's climbing the ropes, getting ready. Oh, wait, Ms. Marvelous.
What is she
We've
doing?
never seen her do this before. Oh, she changed her mind. And
What the heck is going on here?
I have no idea. Mr. Marvelous trying to get his bearings. And that was just a weird
Confusing.
comment, yes, all the way around. Mr. Marvelous picking up
Well, you got to
the
think,
Nephilim.
with Miss Marvelous clearly acting just out of sorts, I think both Damone and Melvin are keeping an eye on her, not really sure what to do. And I can't say I blame them.
I'm not sure what they're going to do, but I'll tell you what, all of a sudden the Nephilim with the advantage, he wants to climb the ropes, but he's afraid. Not afraid, but he's concerned.
Don't do it.
And Miss
believe he
Marvelous
tried it a
again,
third time.
and this time she pushes him off, and he should have
That's
known
smart.
better.
Not smart. You can't go to the well 3 times in a row, especially when you saw Miss Marvelous had bad intentions. But Damone's going to pay for it. Marvelous leg sweep.
The Russian leg sweep, and that usually does it, and that does it.
Here is your winner, Mr. Marvelous, Melvin Maximus.
Mr. Marvelous with another marvelous victory, this time over Damone Solavino, and his favorite fan seems to be very pumped about it. She comes in the ring, and I've never seen her act like this. Oh, whoa!
Whoa,
Goodness!
Melvin. Don't get a root.
Holy! They must like each other. She just spanked him on the butt. Wow.
This is going to be an interesting situation to see what comes of this, Bruce.
Some people would call it a marvelous one.
Time will tell, that's for sure.
But your winner, the Marvelouses, Mr. and Miss, and of course, you, our fans.
Welcome back to OVW Overdrive. I am one of your hosts, Dancing Stevie J, Steven Johnson, along with Mr. Bryan Kennison right here, the song master, I guess he's trying to do today.
Yeah, I'm the old Phantom of the OVW opera, if you will. So minus the mask. Maybe I should look into a mask.
You should definitely wear a mask. Anyways, as you just saw, Mr. Marvelous Melvin Maximus versus Damone Silviano. And Miss Marvelous, like we were saying before we cut to the match, she's just on another level. I don't know if she's giddy about this.
I wrote a song about it. Donna's acting kind of strange.
I'd really rather you didn't.
Something's messed up with her brain.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll maybe later.
Yeah.
Anyways, we've got a heck of a show lined up for you. We've got this man's sit-down interview.
What the whole show has been leading to, guys. We sit down with my best friends, the LOB, Legacy of Brutality. You get to find out why I'm the B in the LOB.
It was only a matter of time before he got to do this. I mean, I'm surprised that you're still standing here today.
It was just a great time, friends hanging out with friends. You know?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yep.
There's no awkward.
But there's more than just best friends hanging out on this episode of OVW Overdrive. I'm so excited. I can't even get the words out. OVW Overdrive. We're also going to take a look at the latest SNS OVW hunting grounds.
Along with that, we've got a fantastic main event between Gustavo and Category 5, Corey Storm.
Now, that main event will absolutely blow you away. We'll check it out after the break.
Have you ever had the dream of being a part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment? Take action and make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, the birthplace of legends such as John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, and many, many more. Will you be the next name to be added to that impressive list? Go to ASWA Live now for more information. Learn the right way.
Want more bang for your buck? Well, so do I at OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. It's only $4.99 a month. In between excitement, me too. OVWWrestlingNetwork.com is only $4.99 a month. You get that incredible value. She cost me $17 million and I loved it. Want a real value? OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. It's only $4.99. That's a price so low. Well, it's insane.
Folks, welcome back to OVW Overdrive. Thank you for joining us this Saturday morning. And if you joined us last Saturday, you might have heard about a little show called OVW Hunting Grounds. It was our latest Saturday night special.
It was non-stop action, bell to bell, and we are going to kick off our review of the show talking about the Tate twins going up against the Legacy of Brutality for the Tag Team Championship.
Now, the whole show was fantastic. We shook the foundations of Louisville with this one, folks. It was absolutely action-packed from bell to bell, like Steven said. We saw the LOB defend their OVW Tag Team Championships against the Tate twins, or what was supposed to be the Tate twins. Earlier in the week on OVW television, one of the twins unfortunately hurt himself in the match, had to undergo some oral surgery.
He didn't hurt himself. He got hurt. But the remaining brother, Too Proud, said he is not going to give up a shot at the OVW Tag Team Championships. LOB more than happy to oblige him. Take a look.
A big way. Now, Zoe should not be in the match right now. The referee has to have some control.
Why don't you go in there and tell Big Zoe shouldn't be in the ring?
It's already a 2-on-1 encounter here.
I'll tell you, that nearly, I think, knocked out Cash Flow.
It's one thing to survive an encounter with the Legacy of Brutality. It's a whole nother thing to win. Brent has survived so far, but Shannon, does he have what it takes? Is there anything in the tank to win to defeat these two behemoth men?
Just when it looks like Brent Tate has a little bit of a comeback left in him, LOB are right there to knock him back down.
Cash and Zoe look like they're setting up for this smash pickle-like maneuver.
They're going to try it again.
Zoe is seething. He is literally frothing
at
the mouth, and this time Brent Tate couldn't get out of the way.
That's got to be it. That has got to be it.
It could have been over right there, but Zoe's apparently not done yet. He wants to drop that Zoe bomb near 400 pounds.
You know what time it is?
With added momentum
Zoe
here.
time.
Oh.
Yeah.
And there is nothing that Brent Tate can do.
Why is he not going for the cover?
And as if that wasn't enough.
My. Valuable time possibly wasted here.
Yeah.
Look
Oh,
out!
no. Oh, there's the frog splash. There's the frog splash. And Brent could have broken ribs here. 1, 2, 3, and this one's over.
Now you have to appreciate the Tate twins' tenacity, wanting to go in for the tag team titles. But I mean, going in 1-on-2 against anybody, let alone the Legacy of Brutality, let alone having Josh Ashcraft, the East End villain, on the outside.
You know what I appreciate? The ability of the LOB to be able to adapt to a situation that they were not expecting. They were expecting to fight 2 men, not 1. The numbers were not what they were expecting, but they still found a way to come out on top. My best friends are so smart. Do you want to hear the LOB fight song? It's LOB. We don't have time. We'll do that one a little bit later.
Oh my God.
Because the LOB was not done that evening. We had the 3 Wishes match, the first ever 3 Wishes match. 2 teams, 2 competitors on each side. We got Isaiah and my best friend Jay Bradley versus Corey Storm and Dimes. You climb to the top of the ladder, you get the lamp, you get the 3 wishes, but only 1 man per team. The one who grabs that lamp gets the wishes. Heck of a match. Check it out and see what these guys were willing to do for 3 immediate wishes granted.
All enough? Do we have any more?
My gosh. This is incredible. Look at the blue ladder. Even it's buckled from Jay Bradley's head.
It's a little less mangled. So here's the deal. If we're out of ladders, how do you get to the Raptors?
I don't know. I guess you better get creative. Maybe
Isaiah may be able to stand on Jay Bradley's shoulders.
That's maybe your only hope at this point if this blue ladder doesn't stand up.
3 wishes are at stake, ladies and gentlemen. The one who claims the genie bottles gets whatever 3 wishes they want instantaneously, and that can change your life.
Here we go.
That can change your fate in OVW, and Storm is climbing now.
Corey Storm just fought off Jay Bradley. He's just inches away.
Storm is fingertips away.
Here comes Jay Bradley.
Storm pointed back towards Dimes. What was he trying to communicate here? Category 5, and that put down the big man, Jay Bradley.
Here goes Dimes.
Was Storm telling Dimes to come get this? To come get the genie bottle?
There's no way those 2 are working that well
Yeah,
together.
remember that Storm has felt terrible. Like it's his fault that they lost the tag team titles.
He's got it.
That's why Storm did it. That's why Storm has done it. And Dimes got to unhook it. Dimes has got to unhook it. But Isaiah's got his foot. Isaiah and Bradley have his foot.
Wait a minute. He's got it.
My first wish, Jay Bradley, you are fired.
What? Fired? You can't do that.
Hold him down, Storm,
No.
otherwise he's going to run.
No.
Oh, and there it is.
So Gilbert, my third wish, I wish to become Rush champion.
What? He's gonna hit
Mr. Storm, give me my belt. Give me the belt, Corey.
There you go, your new Rush champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new Rush Division champion, Dimes.
This is a song about Ashcraft's hair.
Yeah, come on, we can't. No. As important as that is, we need to talk about Storm and Dimes and what Dimes did. I can't believe it.
You'd assume they were on the same page. I mean, these guys were former tag team champions. We know we've talked about the match. Sure, maybe the first 2 wishes they didn't necessarily have planned out. But you had to imagine they talked and that 3rd wish was going to be for the tag team championships.
Right, for the tag team championships. And Dimes goes and turns his back on his best friend.
Just betrays Corey Storm.
Stealing his belt right there on the spot. You saw Dimes' attitude just like that changed.
And
unbelievable.
I was upset already that the LOB didn't win. Even more upset to see Dimes turn his back on his friend. LOB wouldn't do that. But the night was still not over. We had an OVW Heavyweight Championship match. Tony Gunn taking on the wrapped up and bandaged, modified, if you will, Maximus Khan. Was told he shouldn't compete. Of course, that didn't kick the king down. Check it out.
Khan has got his body in a vice grip thanks to Tony Gunn. Tony Gunn has bird feathered the arm, chicken winged the arm. Now he's gone back to the head. And look at Khan's eyes.
Yeah, they're rolling back into his head.
Yeah, the lights may be fading here on Tony Gunn. The referee in good position to make sure that is a chin lock and doesn't slip into a choke. Khan has broken ribs, I remind. Not just one, several at this point in time. I'm no doctor, but it doesn't take an expert to know that you're going to break a few more ribs after the fight he's been in.
I'm just wondering how Khan's going to get out of this predicament.
You and everybody here as Davis Arena is coming alive, trying to will the OVW champion back to his feet.
There's one.
If that hand falls 3 times, then it will be a technical knockout, and we will have a new OVW champion.
Right in front of his family, too. How great would this be?
That's two. One more time, the hand drops to the mat, and Gunn gets exactly what he wants.
Get ready to ring the bell. Here we go.
Oh, wait, whoa. That's Leonis.
The towel has been thrown in.
Leonis Khan, Maximus's brother, the other half of King's Ransom. Leonis Khan is come out and
That's
he's ringing the bell.
That's it.
Leonis is throwing in the towel in the heavyweight title match. Shannon the Dude, you know what this means?
Yeah, it means we got a new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, Leonis has thrown in the...
Now, I know you might be a little upset about it.
I'm disappointed. I like for OVW to have a champion we can be proud of. And call me crazy, but I'm not proud of Tony Gunn being our champion. We've seen from him lately.
I can understand Leonis coming out with everything that's happened with the Khan family. Maximus, has this match. Leonis wants to be there to make sure that everything's going okay. But Maximus' arm was not going down.
Maximus' arm was still up. And again, like I said, Leonis worried because their family has had some issues lately. Leonis himself in the hospital lately. Maximus' daughter even in the hospital lately. I could see where his concern would be there. But Tony, picking apart a man who was just hit by a car. And we still don't know who was driving that vehicle. We have no idea. I mean, obviously things would point to Tony with everything else he's been doing lately, but we can't conclusively say that.
Now, with that being said, I mean, I want to agree with you, but I mean, he's the heavyweight champ. He did what he was supposed to do. I don't have kids. I'm
going to slap the taste out of his mouth. We're going to go ahead and go to break. When we come back from break, we're sitting down with my best friends. What this whole show's been leading to. Bryan Kennison sits down with the LOB.
I'm just glad that this is finally happening so you can shut up about it.
Oh my gosh, it went so well.
Oh.
OVW is bringing back a Louisville tradition, wrestling on Tuesday nights. See all your favorite OVW stars on WBNA 21, bringing back the tradition of Tuesday night wrestling in Louisville, Kentucky. Don't miss a single episode each Tuesday at 8 p.m. on WBNA. Join us as we bring back the Tuesday night wrestling tradition with Ohio Valley Wrestling on WBNA 21.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. 2 entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Welcome back, boys and girls.
Folks, it is not every day you go to work and they say, hey, you get to work with your best friends, but today is
shut up.
That day.
We are not your best friends. I don't know why you keep telling people that.
What's that?
They like to play. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, Josh Ashcraft, Big Zo, Cashflow, and Isaiah, the LOB, Legacy of Brutality. Welcome to Overdrive, guys.
What do you want, Kennison? You have us here.
All right.
Ask your questions.
We're contractually obligated to be here, right? So what do you got to say?
That's fine. That's hurtful, but that's fine. I have so many questions. We're going to have a great time, guys. You really don't understand how great of a time we have. Look, I know it hasn't been the best couple of weeks for you guys, but we're going to get through that today. We're going to talk a little bit.
Can we not
but
talk
first,
about the past?
LOB is a group of history, is a group of legacy, not to do any play words. Can you explain a little bit Legacy Brutality? Where does it come from? What does it mean?
Legacy Brutality is something different. The Legacy Brutality is a real family. We're not just a bunch of guys that show up, once or twice a week to get together to come out here and beat people up. We have history. all of us have a history that these fans don't need to know about, at least not right now. Right. The LOB is about getting ahead, doing whatever it takes to get to that next level and that next spot, and defending what is rightfully ours, the OVW Tag Team Championship. So you want to know the history of the LOB? This is what you need to know. In 2016, the LOB burst into OVW, and we've been destroying any and everything in our path since then. Sounds good to me, doesn't it? Next question.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe some of us have some answers to that question too. You know, the legacy of brutality may mean one thing to you, but how do you know that it means that to Big Zoe? How do you know that means that to Cash Flow? How do you know that means to the Hood Ninja High? Because, well, in my opinion, legacy of brutality, you know, I'm feeling the legacy part of it. Right. You know, I've been a professional wrestler since 1995. Right. 25 years, I've been running up and down the roads. I've been smacking people around. I've been making money doing it. I've been having a lot of fun doing it too. That's right. You know, to me, the legacy of brutality is all about legacy. Right. You got, I don't want to say past, but you got present, you got the future. Right. You know, isn't that really what a legacy is? Right?
I think so. And if we got honest, he goes the legacy aspect. I'm talking about that brutality. Now, you know, when I came to OVW in 2016, you was the first person to manage me, Josh Ashcraft, right?
That was true.
What did I do? I ripped a hold of everything. Everything I touched, I broke. I came out. I did some songs. I did some dancing. I tried to be a nice guy, and that got me where? Where did that get me?
I don't think it got you anywhere, brother.
Well, I'll tell you where it got me. It got me right back with my family because being a nice guy didn't do too much for me.
You're also part of the OVW Tag Team Champions too, bro.
What you said. And if we're going to talk about history, you can't talk about legacy of brutality. You can't talk about OVW history without mentioning LOB. Check Wikipedia, baby.
No, guys, I would never dispute the undisputed impact you guys have had on OVW. However, your own history's had a weird page written as of late. You lost a part of your group at the last Saturday Night Special at Hunting Ground. So Jay Bradley take his leave. Were you laughing?
Well, you know what, Brian? You know, you like to joke and laugh about being the B in the LOB. You tell all these fans here that you're our best friend. Right. Quite honestly, a lot of people want to be our best friends. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. If I remember correctly, didn't you hire Jay Bradley to do a job?
Technically, yeah.
On his way out, did he do the job that you hired him for?
No, he didn't.
We'll leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay, fellas, I understand. You meant a few words, and I respect that. I do think we're better best friends than most people who claim, but that's fine. That's neither here nor there.
Get off of that for real.
Look, guys, Jay Bradley, okay, SNS, that's the past. LOB has always been about the future. What's next?
Hold on. You mind?
Go for it.
You got anything to say?
This is worth 1,000 words, right?
Okay.
So you want to know where the LOB is going next? Well, the LOB has a plan. Maybe the Saturday Night Special in one aspect didn't work out the way that we'd envisioned it. But we still walked out as champions. Championship gold is where the LOB is going to be going. That is our future. That is our path. I want to see all of my guys draped in championship gold. Why? Because each one of them is that good.
Hey, I'm going to have to cut you off.
Whoa.
Because I love you. The reason I'm cutting you off is because there is no reason here in OVW that this whole collective is not champion. There's no reason that Big Zoe should not be heavyweight champion. There's no reason that Cash Flow should not be heavyweight champion. There's no reason The Hood Ninja Isaiah is not the Rush champion or one of the tag team champions like we are. We should have it all. The Legacy of Brutality wants it all. Before it's all said and done, you mark my words, we're going to have it all.
That's what you call being hungry.
Fellas, again, I'm not disputing how hungry you are, the impact you've had, but to dispute a little bit on the title picture, again, I don't like doing this because we're friends, but you had a shot to win that OVW Heavyweight Championship, and you didn't get it done, Cash.
Look what happened. Look back. Look back. See what happened. You know, you keep talking that mess.
Dean Hill has it out for the LOB for some reason. Maximus Khan should never have been out here. He never should have been a part of that championship match. That championship was rightfully Cash Flow's. Don't ask us questions that are going to make us mad, Bryan, because you're not going to like what happens.
Okay, guys, you're right. I'm sorry. That was disrespectful on my part. So look, we'll go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll just get one last question. When do I get my LOB shirt? Because, guys, I feel like I've been a member for a while. And is it
Shut up.
mail or is it? Yep. Okay.
You can
Ladies
go to
and
the
gentlemen,
concessions and buy one. How about that?
Yeah, you can go get one. Go buy one.
We'll talk about this. We'll talk about it. I'll buy one.
One thing more we like more than championships? It's money.
Absolutely.
Money talks.
You should too. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I know you got a lot to do, so I know your time is valuable. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Legacy of Brutality.
Hi, I'm Barry Ratcliffe, and you might recognize me from the hit TV show Nash Bridges with my good lifelong friend Don Johnson. Now this baby, 0 to 60 in 2.2 seconds. That's faster than your mom, but you want to be more fast. You want to be more furious? OVWWrestlingNetwork.com is only $4.99 a month. This car costs $363,000. That's a savings at $4.99 of $747,000 and 37 seconds. You want to be more fast? You want to be more furious? Order today.
Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is the official training and medical partner for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is designed to help manage spine, hip, and knee pain both before and after surgery. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation will ensure that you reach and maintain your lifestyle and fitness goals. Get back in the game of life. Call 502-875-4737 for an appointment now, or visit www.pfrhealth.com to learn more. Your life, your health, better.
Welcome back, guys. Now, we had a whiz-bang show, and I don't use that word lightly, you know what I mean?
Whiz-bang.
Whiz-bang this past Tuesday on OVW Live. And it started off, Tony Gunn coming out, a little cocky, a little confident with his fancy little Arkansas Razorbacks jacket.
Gunn taking a little bit of a victory walk out there after his newly won OVW Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Looking, I don't want to say classy, trashy. Looking trashy. That's what I'm going to go with.
I'm not going to say anything like that because me and Tony, I mean, we had our thing, but we're good friends now.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Well, why do we keep talking about being good friends with the guys? They hate us.
They hate you. LOB loves me. But anyway, Tony Gunn comes out taking this victory lap. Apparently, Maximus Khan does not take too kindly to that. Gets right in Tony's face, tells him, I never gave up. You never actually beat me. Luckily, Dean Hill, calmer head, came in. Take a look.
If you agree to this, I will give you that match on national television, and Dean Hill's law says it's so. Tell me you'll do it. Please tell me you'll do it.
He's not going to be ready by then, Dean. He's got broken freaking ribs. That's too soon. I'm telling you, he's not going to be ready by then.
March 31st, I am going to embarrass you on national TV. That's the only reason I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take back my belt.
You're doing the right thing, and that match, as far as I'm concerned, is signed right now.
All I can say is we are lucky to have Dean Hill. His cooler head prevailed, put Tony Gunn in a tag match later that night with a partner of his choosing versus the Tate Twins, and we'll get back to that in a little bit. But before we do, something a little scary.
So there was a monster that has made his way into OVW. The zipper over the mouth, he stands probably 7 feet tall, at least 2 of you high.
I don't even think I saw the man bend his knees. Now, look, I'm a man whose voice cracked there. I'm a man who went to West Virginia to hunt the Mothman, and even seeing this guy terrified me. Just know when I was in the same building as this monstrosity who's been coming out here this last week on television and at the last Saturday Night Special. Take a look for yourselves. Maybe ask any children in the room to leave said room.
Oh. I think I would get the hell out of there right now if I were in that ring.
We saw him for the first time at Hunting Grounds. Oh my gosh! Yeah, Dine's better get out of there if he knows what's good for him.
I'm about to leave the arena. I do not want to be within 20 feet of that man.
This guy is built like a tree trunk. Thick and heavy.
Gilbert, why don't you go get his name?
Oh no, this is one interview I will not be doing.
Thank God he's going the other way.
I don't know who he is. I don't know why he's here.
I don't think anybody's going to stop him.
But everybody in OVW better take note. No better way to make a first impression. This dude is scary.
Yeah, like I like to think of myself as like a big guy, you know, obviously. Check this out. But that guy, oh my goodness. I can't believe.
Poor Lutz. Just, you could say it was a monster mash because he mashed him. And
you shouldn't.
Too late, already did. Now, that was terrifying, but people got distracted because our main event was absolutely incredible on Tuesday night. The Tate twins, coming off their loss at Hunting Grounds, faced off against Tony Gunn and a partner of his choosing. Now, it's not just a partner of his choosing. It's someone that would actually be willing to partner with Tony Gunn, someone with a loose moral compass, if you will, someone who could lower themselves to the depths that Tony has went to lately and be able to see him as a viable partner.
And I wasn't available, unfortunately. I would have gladly taken on.
Oh my God, I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah, it would have been great, right?
You should tag with Tony at some time. But let's see who actually did tag with Tony this past Tuesday.
Tag team partner!
Uh-oh.
The real deal is his tag team partner.
Yeah.
The Hammer himself, Randall Floyd.
Look, right now there's losing going on here with the Tate twins. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon.
Interesting to see Floyd and Gunn on the same page. It wasn't too long ago that these two guys were in a rivalry.
Yeah, but you know.
Amazing what a little bit of cash will do for you.
Absolutely. And being associated with a championship. And a true champion like Tony Gunn. Look at this.
Brandon Tate with the front chancellery on Randall Floyd. The Hammer.
Look at Tony Gunn over there on the side. Can we get a shot of Tony Gunn? He's just resting there on the turnbuckle. Kind of looks uninterested, and he's stepped down. I think Tony Gunn's realizing that Randall Floyd maybe
What exactly is Gunn doing here? Floyd, he begged Floyd to be his partner. 1, 2, and 3. Floyd just walked out.
Your winners, the Tate twins.
Gunn just walked out and left Floyd.
Let's talk about Randall's golden mustache.
I love Randall's golden mustache. I don't want you ruining it with song.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, all right.
As a fellow mustachioed man.
I get it. I know. So let's talk about his chest hair instead. You know what? Okay, let's just talk about the match. Now, Randall and Tony were unlikely bedfellows going into this, and I think that probably had something to do with the way it played out. Tony just walking out on Randall.
Look, Tony had bigger fish to fry. At the end of the day, I mean, the Tate twins, Randall, they're all great competition, but we're talking OVW heavyweight champion. He had better things to do.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Like, find a lawyer for that upcoming vehicular manslaughter charge he may be facing. If he get, I mean, again, we don't know who did it, but we can't forget that somebody did. Yeah, but anyways, the Tate twins picking up the big win over Tony Gunn and Randall Floyd. Technically, it was kind of just Randall. Anyway, when we come back, folks, we have a heck of a main event, a banger of a main event, a main event of a main event, if you will.
A banger of a main event, you say?
I said what I said.
We've got Mr. Gustavo versus Category 5, Corey Storm.
Stick around.
OVW is bringing back a Louisville tradition, wrestling on Tuesday nights. See all your favorite OVW stars on WBNA 21, bringing back the tradition of Tuesday night wrestling in Louisville, Kentucky. Don't miss a single episode each Tuesday at 8 p.m. on WBNA. Join us as we bring back the Tuesday night wrestling tradition with Ohio Valley Wrestling on WBNA 21.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
The OVW over.
boys and girls too.
I swear to God, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna smash it. I'm gonna smash it to bits. I don't care
was
how
trying
much
to
you paid for it.
Okay.
I don't care.
It's main event time, folks. Let's go ringside for Category 5 Corey Storm versus new OVW newcomer. I got redundant. Gustavo.
I'm going to hold on to this to ensure that nothing happens. Oh my God.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to the ring, Gustavo Aguilar.
Here's our main event on Overdrive, and you're looking at Gustavo, who made quite a debut last week. Gustavo, a high flyer all over the place. And the OVW brass must have been impressed because he is in our Overdrive main event. This is Bruce Snyder, your friendly neighborhood Snyder man, along with the good doctor, Ted McNailer, who's in the ring and getting ready to introduce Gustavo's opponent here on Overdrive.
And his opponent, the Prince of Flight, Corey Storm.
And Corey Storm coming out, but when you see him, he's going to look a little different because Corey Storm no longer has the Rush Division Championship, Doc.
That's right. It was Doms that we saw that he was able to climb the ladder and attain the 3 wishes that Dean Hill allowed. Anyone that could ascend that ladder in the 3 wishes ladder match. Wish number 1, he had Jay Bradley fired. Wish number 2, he cut Josh Ashcraft's hair. And then number 3, to the shock of the fans, he wanted to be the Rush Division champion. And Corey Storm was stripped immediately of the title, and it was awarded to Doms.
And Corey Storm not too happy about it. And looks almost sad more than angry. Like
can you blame him?
Like he feels betrayed almost.
I mean, this was a man that was supposed to be not only his tag team partner, but
his friend.
Right, his best friend. You know, they started off as rivals and ended up over the several of the last months, formed a close friendship, culminating with them winning the OVW Tag Team Championships. But Doms, he kind of took, he felt slighted when Corey Storm went after the Rush Division title and became the champion.
And then Dimes pretended that everything was okay, and we now know, obviously, that everything was not okay because Dimes, when he had the chance, and let's give him credit, he won the match. He got the 3 wishes. But no one, like you said, expected wish number 3 to be,
well, sure.
I want the belt for my good friend.
Why wouldn't he just ask for a match? I'm sure Storm would have given it to him instead. Just to take the title like that is just not sportsmanlike.
Absolutely. Or he could have wished for, I don't know, the tag team championships.
Yeah, that would have been great too, but
no, he wanted what he wanted. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with these two. I mean, are they just going to go about their business, or will there be repercussions? Yes.
Stay tuned.
Weeks
Speaking of staying tuned, I mean, these two,
Gustavo.
I don't want to take anything away. These two are putting on a wrestling clinic in here. I mean, this Gustavo is one talented kid, Bruce. Has some bright things in his future. I mean, to go toe-to-toe with Corey Storm here,
and
quite incredible.
He's only been in OVW a short time, and already he's in the Overdrive main event. So that shows what the matchmakers and the powers to be in OVW think about
OVW
Gustavo.
management has seen a lot of potential in this young man, and I think you're seeing why right now.
And this is a really good match for both these guys who embodied what the Rush Division is all about. High-flying, Lots of action.
Oh, 2 arm drags in a row. Whoa. Wow, looks like we're seeing a little bit of an even match here.
And look at Corey Storm. He's just not his usual chipper self. Like something's weighing on his mind.
Again, I can't say I blame him. I mean, not only did he he did lose his championship, but I think in a way he lost one of his best friends.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Certainly hard to continue on after that, but Corey Storm.
But you know what? You got to put that behind you when you're in the ring. You got to concentrate on your opponent because I guarantee you Gustavo will take that 1, 2, 3 if he can.
That's right. And you know, this match, I'm sure will go a long way in determining who gets the next shot at that Rush Division Championship.
Absolutely. And Gustavo is like a perpetual motion machine. And, you know, you talk about a bright future for Gustavo. Really a bright future.
Big dive by Gustavo. Gustavo, can he capitalize on the win? We'll find out as Overdrive continues.
Ouch.
Have you ever had the dream of being a part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment? Take action and make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, the birthplace of legends such as John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, and many, many more. Will you be the next name to be added to that impressive list? Go to ASWA Live now for more information. Learn the right way.
Want more bang for your buck? Well, so do I at OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. It's only $4.99 a month. In between excitement, me too. OVWWrestlingNetwork.com is only $4.99 a month. You get that incredible value. She cost me $17 million and I loved it. Want a real value? OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. It's only $4.99. That's a price so low. Well, it's insane.
Welcome back to Overdrive, ladies and gentlemen. Gustavo has been on Corey Storm since the break after that huge dive to the outside. Gustavo looks to be taking advantage here. Can he capitalize, though, and pick up the win?
I don't know. Good point.
Might just be a few moments away from that.
Gustavo in constant motion. I mean, it's going to be very hard to slow this man down. He looks like he's got excellent cardiovascular. He's got good stamina, endurance. And he has a flair.
A little charisma there, a little hot dogging.
And
might have cost him.
Well, we'll see. Storm now going to the midsection, trying to take the wind out of his opponent, and a headbutt out of nowhere.
Gustavo manages to stay on his feet somehow. Uh-oh, category, whoa, I thought he was going to hit that category 5 double stomp, Bruce.
Oh, and Gustavo gets Storm and almost wraps him up for the 3. That is a 2 count. Now in for a small package.
Not quite enough. I think I apologize. I think the double stomp, I believe that's called the Eye of the Storm. I apologize. Hold on.
Gustavo, a series of near misses. So Storm trying to slow him down, and Storm frustrated. Storm upset, and Storm not happy with the way things are going right now.
Ooh. Storm, not one to just throw strikes and punches, known more for his finesse and his technical maneuvering, but I think he's getting frustrated, Bruce.
Well, I think also he's met a man that could maneuver as well as he.
No, that's true. I think he might have underestimated Gustavo.
Could be, but he won't make that mistake again. Neither will anyone else
Look at Gustavo
on the roster.
More.
Gustavo obviously trying to build a reputation here in OVW, and I'd say he's doing a pretty good job of it.
He certainly earned my respect already.
There you go.
Oh, nice snap suplex from Corey Storm.
That could be it. 1, 2, kick out.
Gustavo noticed he used those hips.
2 count.
Bridge and kick out of that pinning combination. And Corey Storm looks more and more frustrated by the minute.
And it's interesting because he's forgetting a lot of the things that have gotten him to the top, and now he's just going with good old-fashioned lefts and rights and a stomp to the midsection.
I said Corey Storm not known for just striking in his opponents. Like I said, a bit more technicality, a little bit more finesse, but he is getting frustrated. And that, I don't think, is going to spell victory for Corey Storm if he keeps that up.
The one thing he does have going for him, most of the fans seem to be on his side. Flipped over, but not out.
Whoa! Nice kick there. Corey Storm hit the category 5, or I'm sorry, the Eye of the Storm.
Here we go, up,
down.
Wow. And that could be it. That felt like a victory.
here is your winner, Corey Storm.
Corey Storm able to channel all that aggression, all that frustration, and get a big victory. But will it be enough to help soothe the former Rush Division champion? We shall see.
What lies in Corey Storm's future? Will he become Rush Division champion once again? What will happen between his former tag team partner Downs and himself? And what's he going to do with Gustavo?
This is so unlike Corey Storm. Come on, the match is over, Corey.
Looks like maybe another show of sportsmanship here.
Well, that's always nice to see.
Not often we see this here in OVW, but always
Gustavo
good to
is
see.
touched by it. They shake hands, and there you go. A nice move, nice display of sportsmanship. Your winner again, standing tall, Corey Storm.
What does the future hold for this young man?
We shall see. For the good Dr. Ted McNailer, I'm your friendly neighborhood Snyder Man. Hacha. Thank you for joining us on Overdrive.
That is what the Rush Division is all about, folks. Corey Storm, Gustavo tearing the place apart.
They were flying. Like, my brain literally could not comprehend. Like, the speed at which they were moving was faster than my brain moves. You see what I'm saying?
That is a medical ailment that Steve suffers from, but that's another show for a whole nother channel, which don't switch to that. You're at Overdrive. You're in the right place.
Speaking of channels,
Corey was actually able to pick up the win over Gustavo. Even though he has all that stuff going on with Dimes, he was able to put it away and focus and pick up the victory, so he was able to channel his focus. I saw the segue you were making, but I ignored it. But Steve was saying, speaking of channels, April 3rd, OVW's going national, baby. We're going to U2 America.
12 p.m. midnight Eastern Standard Time. You'll be able to catch OVW television. Call your local cable provider if you don't already have it. Shame on you if you don't.
Also, you can get it on your Roku. Download the U2 America Roku app so you can catch all the OVW action. You also said 12 p.m. midnight. I wasn't going to call you on it, but then we got too far in.
That was a little redundant. I get it. Wait, nope, it's not only redundant, but wrong.
The man's breaking. But anyways, folks, that is incredible news. April 3rd, we're going to be on U2 America, but on a more somber note, due to the coronavirus and the advisory from the health state boards for the foreseeable bit, OVW will be canceling any live events we have coming up, as well as classes at Allison's Wrestling Academy. It breaks our hearts, but at the utmost important to us is the health and safety of our staff, our wrestlers, and our fantastic fans. So again, it breaks our hearts, but we are not going away. We're just going away for a little while.
Now, we don't want to leave you on a somber note. So, Brian, you want to play him a song?
Folks, I'm going to pick you right back up. I've been ready to do this for months. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm ready. Here we go. All right.
Pal.
Was that going to be enough?